In this section, we're going to be looking at graphing quadratic functions. So let's go ahead and look right at an example of this. We have the graph y equals x squared minus 4x minus 5. So we want to start by finding the axis of symmetry. So in order to do this, we're going to use our formula. So x equals negative b over 2a. And we're going to plug in the information that we have. So x equals negative b, and our b is a negative 4, so it becomes a positive 4 over 2 times a here is 1. So we now have 4 over 2, which would give us 2. So we know that the x value of the vertex is going to be 2. So we can plug this x value back into the original equation. So we get y equals 2 squared minus 4 times 2 minus 5. And when we simplify, we end up with 4 minus 8 minus 5. And that simplifies to negative 9. So the vertex of our graph is going to be 2, negative 9. So let's go ahead and graph that point right now. And we can go ahead and draw our axis of symmetry right there. So we know that it's just going to be a dotted line going up from that point. Now we want to find the y-intercept. So basically where our parabola is going to intersect the y-axis. So let's rewrite our equation. We have y equals x squared minus 4x minus 5. Now, let's look at this equation. We have a, which is 1, we have b, which is negative 4, and we have c, which is negative 5. C in this equation is the y-intercept. So the y-intercept is going to be negative 5. So that means the graph passes through the point 0, negative 5. So we can go ahead and plot this point right now. Now what we want to do is we want to find 2 more points on the same side of the axis of symmetry as the point containing the y-intercept. So seeing as the axis of symmetry is at 2, we're going to find the points of x equals 1 and x equals negative 1. So in order to do that, we just got to plug in those x values into our original equation. So let's start by doing x equals 1. We end up getting y equals 1 squared minus 4 times 1 minus 5. And when that simplifies, we get 1 minus 4 minus 5, which equals negative 8. So that gives us the ordered pair 1, negative 8. We can go ahead and graph it right now. Now we want to do x equals negative 1. Plug it into the equation in order to find the y value. So y equals negative 1 squared minus 4 times negative 1 minus 5. And when we simplify this equation, we end up with 1 plus 4 minus 5, which equals 0. So the ordered pair would be negative 1, 0. Let's go ahead and graph it. Now that we have graph the axis of symmetry, the vertex, the point containing the y-intercepts, and 2 other points, we can go ahead and connect those with a smooth line. And because it's the axis of symmetry, you want to reflect all the points you have on the left side onto the right side. Instead of having to solve for them, you can just reflect them. And then you can connect the points with a smooth curve, and you have your parabola, and you have just graphed a quadratic function.